Hello everybody and welcome to a debut party explained. I am going to explain to you all what a debut party means from a historical, from a cultural, from a society, way of life, and so on. Are you ready to be entertained by my explanation? Well, let's go, shall we?
So to understand what a debut party means for the girl and to actually know the background of this particular special occasion is, you'll have to go and look back and history and the meaning of what the historical cultural meanings of it that is within what the debut party is today. So let's go!
So the history of the debut party can be retraced back to when the Spanish colonized the Philippines back in the 16th century. And during that time, they brought in a lot of traditions such as religion, Catholicism, and also other sort of entities that come with it. And one of the things that they brought in was that they had this sort of celebration called a quinceañera, which means that when a girl turns 15 in their Spanish ways of tradition, that they become a much more prosperous young lady. But in the Philippines, when the Spanish introduced that to us, we sort of try to take the tradition on, and that we turn it into some sort of debut party for the girls to turn at 18, in which they become young adults. And that tradition has been with us ever since, and the growing popularity of it is pretty good in many Latin countries, and also where I come from, the Philippines as well.
So onto the program, shall we? So what it is that they usually start with 18 roses. They usually have with 18 candles, 18 wishes. You usually have photographs or photo sessions, and they usually also have obviously dinner and prayers as well to go along with it. The order of these particular segments can be altered from time to time, but it all depends on what the organizers or the debutants organizers would like to actually organize the whole thing. A lot of the time you'll see a lot of dancing, a lot of singing, a lot of talented acts that come with it. It's just a lot of fun and lots of spectacle moments to see. And also as well, you get to see the whole sort of the reality of what a debut party is like, and you actually get to experience it in ways that you probably never experienced it before in a party like this. So it is something to be behold, and hopefully you get the idea what a debut party is by now, and sort of our historical and cultural ways of it. Right, so an 18 roses is when there are 18 men dressed up in nice suits, and also they have a rose assigned to them to give them to the debutant for them to actually signal to them that they are in love in that sort of way, and very romantic and encouragement and so on. So what they do is that they give the rose in many different ways. So it could be some men actually put their rose on their mouth as a way of love and so on. They also do some extravagant moments as well, in which they put roses on the sides or somewhere on their shirts or somewhere. But then once it comes down to the dance itself, what you need to do is you need to hold the other debutant's hand and just basically, it's like a rockabye, so you just dance it for at least a few seconds or so, and then yeah, that's how it is to it, and that's all done.
Okay, so onto the 18 candles, and basically it means that there are 18 girls in which they've been assigned to have a candle for each girl, and what they do is that they actually have a formal speech to the celebrant, which means that they say all things like happy birthday and good wishes and giving you prosperity and lighthood, which is what 18 candles resembles on. And then after all 18 of the candles have been addressed, they put it onto the candle around the cake, and then yeah, that's it. Right, onto the 18 treasures. And basically what it is that they're assigned to 18 people having a gift for them to give to the celebrant. And also, like the 18 roses and the 18 candles, they do a speech in which they actually give a formal speech as usual, but then they give the gift to them. So that's how 18 treasures work. It could be anything, expensive or non-expensive.
Presents, yeah, could be anything. So it could be from cash, obviously money, to just expensive presents, I suppose, like watches and jewelries and anything that you can think of that is going to make her a better person in the future, and so on. A lot of other programs that you may want to put onto your debut party list is that they tend to do other programs in which they actually ask people to get something for them to bring to the debutant itself. So it's kind of like a game. And other things such as playing musical chairs, musical statues, or other sort of games that are quite compatible with everyone. So it's a lot of fun. The food is usually quite traditional Filipino cuisine, but it can also be any cuisine you like. So it can be from American to British, it can be from Spanish, but it just be mostly Filipino food where I come from. So it's very much in the culture and the society that we are embedded into. Also, finally, they also do the debutant's final speech. So right at the end of the program, she'll be able to say whatever she wants to say, and it's usually quite poignant. It's usually like very emotional as well. So yeah, that's really it to the program of the debut party and how it's sort of structured in. They also have like photo sessions during the program as well, if you want to take your own selfies or in the groups as well.
Yeah, so that is the program in the package of itself at a debut party. Well, let me know in the comment section below as to if I miss on anything that is related to it, and also the fact is that it can have anything in a debut party. You can have any themed, for instance, when it comes to the decorations, when it comes to the setting of the decor itself around. It's just basically like a spectacle. And as for the venue itself, it has to be quite grand, or it could be, depending on your budget as well, high or low. But yeah, that's all there is to it.
Well, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and also leave a comment on any ideas or any suggestions that I may have missed off of the debut party and my expertise and my knowledge of it. I mean, I'm not an expert myself, but I've been to a lot of debut parties in my time in my life, so I kind of roughly know the experience of it and how it plans out in from day to night rather. And so yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this particular video of me explaining you how a debut party works, and hopefully next time when I do go to a debut party that I am able to show you the experience of what it's actually like. So I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.